Okay. Hey, Gubs girl. Hey, got my at work, but listen, okay? Thanks for coming in, Gubs girl. Hey, Iconic. How you doing? How are you doing, Iconic? Let's see here. Trying to get these notes together. Y'all know it'd be hard for me to do stuff without notes. I just be feeling like I need to write down what I'm saying because I ramble so much that I have to like stay on track. Hey, Chris. Hey, get my in chat. Please hit the like button, y'all. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, Chris. Yes, y'all. How's y'all day been going? What? 11, 12 people? Oh. Chris said, hey, Gubs girl. Hey, Martha. Hey, I'm back. Okay, Martha. Chris said hi to Iconic. Y'all, we are about to talk about when your silence triggers the obsessed one. When when you stand quiet about something, you just stand quiet. It ain't that serious. It ain't that, whatever. And when it just triggers somebody who is totally obsessed. We're going to talk about that today. Let's give people enough time to come up in here. I'm so happy you're here, Gubs girl, and you're in green. I'm so happy you're in green. So, yes, y'all. Let me see here. I'm just going to wait to see how many members I can get to come into the channel. I want to see how many members we can get to come into the chat. No. Today is Monday, the men's room. So we will be live again today with the men's room at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. With the men discussing why they think women are extra. Gubs girl said absolutely yes. Let me see. The little members that we have in here so far. We have Gubs girl, Chris. Only Gubs girl and Chris. Out of 53 people? What? Hey, Jonathan. 53 people? 63 people? That's not my audience. That's not my people. So let me recognize there's 9 people that might be in here. Hey, 9 people. Thank you for coming to this Gamma's world so we can talk about the obsessed. The obsessed. Hello, what is that? Dickley. Chris said, hey to Jonathan. DJ Wicked said, nah, tell us why we should be. I am going to tell my members why we should be. I am. 52 people. Y'all know who is that? That's, Don't Do Me. Hey, Don't Do Me. Hello, Gamma in the chat. Hey, Don't Do Me. Y'all know my chat, my people are normally 10 to 12 people. That's just what I'm used to. I guess at this point, that's what I like. So, I don't know. We got 10 of my people in here right now. Hey, Saret. Chris said, hey, Don't Do Me. Thanks for coming over, Don't Do Me. Thanks for stopping by. I kind of said, hey, everyone. Sparky. Can you shout me out? How you doing, Sparky? Chris said, hey to DJ and Sparky. I'm going to give people like a couple seconds that might see if any more of my members stop up in here. Let me see. You must have a great topic today. I don't know. I did have the thumbnail up for the people who want to talk about when people are obsessed and how they trigger, your silence triggers them. You would think the silence would shut their ass up. Okay, now I can't. You would think that the silence would, have them quiet. But no. It brings out the obsession, so that's what we're going to talk about today. Let me see. Hey, Sared, Don't Do Me. Gubs girl said, Don't Do Me said, I'm normally scrolling and you making food. I'm hungry. What? I'm just sitting up here eating this caramel popcorn. I got no business eating. I did have a salad a little bit earlier, but I feel like I'm still hungry. Yes, Candy Girl is a member. Yes, she did get a gifted membership. I remember that. She said, great topic. Let me see. Saret said, hey, Gubs girl. Chris, thank you for the floating heart, girl. Saret, Don't Do Me said, hey. Let me see. Do I snore? Anthony, I don't know why you retracted your comment. Did you retract your comment or somebody took you out? My moderators probably thought I didn't want to see it. I don't know if you took it or they took it. But if you took it, you can leave it there. I don't snore because I have a CPAP machine. But before I got the CPAP machine is the reason I don't snore. I snored. People told me for years I snored. I'm thinking, well, fat people snore, but then I knew my dad snored real bad. He wasn't what you call fat. And so somebody was like, you need to worry about that because when you snore, your heart stops. I was like, hold on. Now, snoring was one thing. You talk about my heart stops when I snore? Let me check this out. And a CPAP machine fixed that. So if I don't put that CPAP machine on, I fall asleep without it, yes, I will wake myself up snoring now. I do. Chris said, hey, Candy Girl. Hey, James. James said, hello, my gorgeous friend. How are you? I'm doing good, James. How are you? Martha said, girl, really, I had fruit salad like a minute ago. Oh, I had a fruit salad in a minute, probably like a couple months. Last one I made for y'all. Don't do me said, Saret, making grilled tacos. What is that? What is that? Thank you, Nicolene. Make sure you come back after today. Make sure you come back. James said, hey, Chris. Hey, Jazzy. How you doing, Jazzy? Jazzy said, hey, Grandma's World. Happy Monday to you, too. I'm doing good. Hey, everyone in the chat. James said he's good. Okay, welcome to his Grandma's World. Please hit that like button to make sure you are subscribed. And make sure y'all come back. Make sure y'all come back. Let me see. I have, now, what is that? For the same thing? What is the BiPAP? I never heard of that before. Maybe something new. I don't know much about the CPAP. All I knew was I was snoring. Somebody brought it to my attention, and I just know I don't snore when I have it on. I don't know much about it, though, but good enough to not make me snore and stop my heart, if that's what it do. Jay-Z said, I'm blessed, can't complain. I know that's right. Chris said I had chili for breakfast. And like, girl, I was thinking I'm going to have this chili for the next 2 days. I was not there. Okay, the kids had, I didn't have as much as I thought. I had what I had on the live. The kids had some, and then I put the rest of it in baggies to freeze, right? And didn't realize I was freezing it for myself. So when I thought about it today, I was like, I didn't leave none in the refrigerator. So I just left it in there and said I'll have it another time because it was so good. I want to have it at a different time. So yes, Chris, and probably dinner, Laura. Okay, okay. Yes, we'll get 5 more minutes for my members to come in, y'all. 5 more members. All of the subscribers who stopped by today, I'm so happy that y'all stopped by. Thank y'all so much. Everybody who's in the... Let me put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. I need to get it on this phone. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Let me see. You ate sushi yesterday, right? No, I didn't have sushi. I probably did. Oh, y'all can hear me good. Okay, wait, what did Chris say? Chris said, I probably did it right. That was my intention. I will eat some leftovers until they're gone, y'all. I'm real bad about that. If I don't freeze it, I will eat. Like, I don't care if I have other stuff. It's like, no. Eat these leftovers. Wait, nobody say wasting no food nowadays. Hold on, y'all. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, I'm glad y'all can hear me. James said it's a... Oh, CPAP. But yeah, CPAP. Okay. But that helps me with my sleep. Yes. Yeah, I'm assuming. Okay, yeah, I got to have sleep apnea to have the machine. I found that out, too. I thought I was just going to have my heart to stopping during snoring because that's what happens. But then I found out the condition is called sleep apnea. I was like, oh, okay. What y'all going to do to help me stop snoring? Because I don't want that to happen. Where's the deer? I didn't see it. There you are. Oh, you put a 1. Thanks for putting a 1 down there. Let me see. Bless you. Thank you, Jazzy. Thank you, Iconic. Thank you, Kima. Hey, Kima. Nadira said, hey, Gubs girl. Hey, got my Mazda chat. Yes, y'all. I'm so happy that y'all came in. I thought more members would come. Like I said, all the subscribers who came in today, thank you for coming. I hope that y'all come back. I was really looking for the members of the channel. And we still only have Chris, Gubs girl, Saret. Who else? Who else? Y'all know my memory. Candy girl. Is that it? They busy. They said we ain't got time to be stopping by there right now. Let me see. Maybe that works. That's what I said. Don't do me. Yes, but don't do me. I'm glad to see you in the chat. I hope you decide to come back. Let me see. Let me get the live on this phone. Y'all know I cannot see well, so I always need another device so I don't start zooming in on y'all face trying to read something. Right? Hold on. Oh. What? What? Okay. 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 I'm still, y'all, let me get to my live. I always do this. I try to find my live and I find somebody else's live or content. I start looking, forgetting what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, hold on. Nadira said, don't do me. And Gubs Girl told me that you have a good content. I've been binge watching. Thank you. Nadira, I appreciate that. And Gubs Girl, and don't do me. I appreciate you. That is so sweet. Yes. Like I said, I will be live again. My live tonight will be for the men's room where they take the floor. So hopefully y'all be able to come back. Okay, let me see. And for all the other subscribers who are in the chat, I sure do appreciate y'all for coming. We're about to get started on a topic. And the topic, hold on. The topic that we're having is for members. Let me see. Ronald said, hi, Bunge. Hi, Ronald. From Bunge. Let me see. Gubs Girl said, hi, don't do me. You welcome. Like, yes, I appreciate you for that. Nadira, you've been over here though before, right? Wait, is that Nadia? Nadira, you haven't been in my chat before? If not, I have another one. I'll have another one. But I thought I saw that name before. Let me know if I saw you before. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. So it's me liking all of your shorts, okay? I didn't want to be creepy, but yep, love. Yep, love it. I gotta watch more food stuff you do. Okay. Thank you. I sure appreciate it. Come back to the men's room tonight, Chris said. Okay, let me see. What time is it? At 8:30, don't do me. Make sure you come, don't do me. Those men be having me going. We have men that's been kind of consistent in the chat because the chat is 50.3% men now. So I let them take the floor. Oops. Hold on, y'all. Chris said, also, please make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you are subscribed. Thank you. Iman, it all vibe. I was getting ready to try to pronounce this together. I saw your icon. I was like, oh my God, it's vibe. I'm sorry, vibe. Let me see. I'm so tired of these late notifications. No problem, vibe. I'm glad you got it. Okay, hold on one second, y'all. Hold on. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Hi, Chris. Yes, I feel back a bit from YouTube. We're changing up the content that I view. I like food, makeup, all the quiz things you do. Well, thank you. Oh my God, I love hearing that, y'all. I love hearing that. Did y'all check out my short that I did? I'm so happy that I reached my goal of 9,000. I reached my goal of 9,000 secured. Won't be going nowhere. 9,000 is solid on my channel. I'm so happy about that, y'all. I'm so happy. 4,000 subscribers. Within, what was that? 4,000 subscribers. Within, okay, I gotta go down. Who just did that though? I wanna know who did it. Thank you, Michi. 4,000 subscribers in a 3-month. I started in September with my goal, y'all. September. I started out, oh, is it? Yeah, that's right. I started out with 5,000 and some subscribers, right? And since September, I've gotten up to 9,000 subscribers, y'all. I'm so proud of myself for that. I'm so proud of y'all for that. I'm so proud of all of the older subscribers as well as the newer subscribers for that because I won't be able to do it without y'all. Let me see. I got that. Don't do me. Say hey to Vibe. Vibe said, I'm so tired of these. Okay, okay, I got that. Okay. Hey, Chris. Vibe said, hey, beautiful Blossom. Hey, thanks for coming over here. She said, hey, it's Got My Boo in chat. Thanks for coming over here, Blossom. Chris said, yes, you'll love it here. Thank you, Chris. Nadira, Vibe, Don't Do Me. Michi said, hey, come on in chat, just tuning in, working right now, but I'll be listening. I hope all is well. Yes, it is. Thanks so much for listening in, Michi. And thanks for that gift. I appreciate you for that. Hey, Blossom, Chris said, shake 'em up. How you doing, Shake 'em up? I was just thinking about you today. That is so funny. Today, I just finished thinking about you, and you pop up. That's crazy. She said, hey, get my chat. Hey, shake, shake. Let me see. Beautiful Blossom said, I'm a whole vibe. Hey, auntie. Don't Do Me said, hey, beautiful Blossom. Okay, look at these little people up in here. Okay, okay. Congratulations on the 9K. Thank you, Michi. I'm so proud of the channel, like as a whole. As a whole, because y'all know I can only be one subscriber myself. So that means 9,000 plus people appreciate the channel enough to subscribe. I'll say that. Appreciate the channel enough to subscribe. And I appreciate that too. Let me see. Michi said, congratulations. 9K. Beautiful Blossom said, congratulations. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Vibe said, that's wonderful. You put in the work. Absolutely. Yes, you got to put in that work. Can't nobody take no work from y'all. Who was that? With that trophy? Okay. Let me get down. Let me see. Who was saying? Y'all know what they'll show us. Dang, I gotta go down and see. I gotta go down and see. Look at that little trophy. I love the little animations. Yes, you get that out the mud through your work on your own. Can't nobody take it away from you. Okay? Let me see. And here it says, congratulations. Continued success. Yes, continue. Beautiful Blossom. I'm a whole vibe saying hey to you. Surette said, so proud of how hard you work for these numbers. Absolutely. Yes, I just really, really love what I do. John with his looking eyes. John staying here with the looking eyes all the time, y'all. Content all day. Shred said all day. Let me see. John said hi to Chris. Martin. If you are not subscribed to the channel, because I'm seeing a couple of new names. If you are not subscribed to the channel, can you please make sure you hit that subscribe button? Yes. Let me see. Don't Do Me said, how's the diet? Don't Do Me. I don't be doing the worst, but I ain't nowhere near the best. I tell y'all all the time, with my other channel called Get Your Big Ass Up, I tell y'all, get your big ass up. For some reason, it's going to always show y'all how I'm doing. When y'all don't see me over there bragging like, yep, even though I did only have a salad today, but still, when I know I ain't doing nothing continuously, if y'all don't see me like, yep, look at this fruit salad. Yep, look at these barbells I'm doing. Yep, see me in this gym. See I'm in the water. When I do that, that's a reflection that I'm not getting my big ass up. So, but I said I was going to do better. I said I was on a mission to meet my goal over here, and I had to be like tunnel vision with that, and I did it, so I think I can start doing better. But don't do me. I need questions like that in my chat so that I can get my big, because later on, even though I just read the comment, I'm going to read a lot more comments, later on be like, oh, Don't Do Me said, how is your diet going? And I'll be thinking like, yeah, how is your diet going? You see that? People are paying attention to what you say. Because I don't like to do a lot of saying stuff and I don't do it. For the most part, if I say I'm going to do something over here, I do it. But that personal goal of me getting my big ass up, I be struggling, y'all. I be struggling. If I see something I want, I get it. Then I'm looking at other people's content. They start saying what they having. Saret had to be in Justice's comment the other day talking about she needs to have tacos. What I do? Right there on the live. Start making me some tacos. Y'all, I'm going to get it together. I met my goal in that area of my life. And so I'm thinking now I have time to focus on this area of my life. Don't Do Me, I appreciate you. I need more people. Y'all see Don't Do Me? She heard me say something, and she probably knows that that's something I need to be doing. Maybe she felt that I felt like I need to be doing, and she put it in the chat. See, Saret and Chris, they don't be over here saying that. Chris and Saret, y'all need to get like Don't Do Me, because I appreciate that. Saret said, hello to everyone coming in. Beautiful Blossom said, oh my God, you got me want to be more consistent. I'm telling you, consistency in life. Like, if once we get in our mind that consistency in life, once we do things consistently, it's going to pay off. It could be anything. Like, if I get my big ass up consistently, I'm going to lose the weight. If I consistently go try to date, I'm probably going to find a man. Like, all the things where I'm trying to, like, fit some stuff in, if I'm consistent across the board in life, that it works. So, in this way, in YouTube streets, you can see what consistency does. And I watch a lot of other content creators that are consistent that inspire me. So I hope that that inspired y'all too. Beautiful Blossom, you got to come out here more. I love that video you did at the store with that pig. Oh my God. I was like, why is she in stores with pig? You know, I don't eat no meat. So I definitely want to see no pig. But I have to keep looking at that video. About 10 of the views is mine. I'm like, what in the world? So yes, that was a good video. That was a good video. Let me see. Chris. Chris donated 5 memberships. Thank you, Chris. So I said, please hit the like button, y'all. Let me see who got it. Don't do me. Look at that. Look at that. Don't do me came up in here and said, I'll take one of those. Let me see. I'm a whole vibe. Say hi to Surrette. I don't know. Marilyn. I don't know the Yvonne. Blossom said, don't do me. Hello, love. John did the strong earns. Tasha T got it. Big Daddy Hung. Who was Big Daddy Hung? Okay. Okay, y'all. I put it on Do Not Disturb. I put it on Do Not Disturb. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Okay, let me see. I got to find out where I was. Let's see. Let me go up. Let me go up. Okay, so Martin said, how are you? I'm doing good. Martin, how are you? How are you? Surrette said, hey, the vibe. Shake him up said, girl, these YouTube streets been having me stressed. I had to pick up another hobby. I know that's right. I met my goal. And all this time and space I had, I put it into the channel. But that's a good idea, Shake 'em Up. What can I find? I got to think about that. I need to find something for a hobby. I always tell y'all, I don't have no small kids. My grandkids only come over during the weekend now. I don't have no significant other. So when you have those spaces that are not full in your life, you have more time, right? And so I have to find out what I can pick up that can take up some of my time. Thanks for that, Shake 'em Up. Let me write that down. I need to work on a hobby. I got to remember what Don't Do Me said. Okay. I know I got to write down everything that I think I want to, like, implement or remember. Okay, let me see. Serena said, hey, the Blossom. John, so, oh, look at that. Ooh. Thank you, Shake 'em Up, for that. What? Shake 'em Up did that trophy thing. That was from Shake 'em Up, I think. Thank you, Shake. I had to scroll down here to see. That GOAT trophy. Thank you, Shake 'em Up. That was you. Thank you, girl. Let me see. Don't Do Me say, thank you, Chris, for the membership. Yes, Chris. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Let me see. Beautiful Blossom says, Surrette, hey, beautiful. Girl said I had to Shake 'em Up. Surrette said, if y'all do over here, y'all know I'm going to read every comment. Like, that's my whole, I didn't got roasted for doing that since I started. Like, I'm too nosy not to see what everybody said. So y'all just give me a second. I'm trying to read them fast. Shake 'em Up says, Surrette, you got me confused with Justice. Let me see. Hey, Gubs Girl. Shake 'em Up said, Vibe said, hey, hey, Gubs Girl. Blossom said, Gubs Girl, how you doing, boo? Surrette said, laugh out loud. She will, she'll see. Don't y'all get started. Do not get started. Shake 'em Up love to be the ringleader of that. Don't y'all get started. Her Surrette love to start teaming up on me. They love it. Hey, Adam. How you doing, Adam S? Thanks for coming. Chris said, please hit the like button. Make sure you are subscribed and come back. Not just come if you like the channel. Like, some people come and I don't want y'all to come back. But if y'all down here in the chat or in the bushes for intent of its Gamma's world, y'all make sure y'all come back, okay? Don't Do Me said, eat in moderation, but make low-cal tacos. I could have definitely did that. Well, it was nothing but beans, a little bit of cheese. I don't like a lot of cheese no more. Not like cooked in food, if it's not mac and cheese. And I had lettuce, guacamole, and sour cream. But I definitely could have got a low-carb tortilla. I didn't do that. I could have got the reduced fat sour cream. I didn't do that. It's still areas where I could have did better. Still areas I could have did better. And that's the truth, Don't Do Me. Martin said, just subscribe. Thank you, Martin. I I appreciate you. Sunflower, you said that you were going to come to the channel. Look at you right there. Thank you so much. I see, hey girl, if you say hello to me, please wave because I'm on the bus and I can't have my volume on. Hey, Sunshine, thanks for coming in. Chris is laughing. Don't do me said I'm with you. I need to get my big ass. I know I need to. If don't nobody else need to, I need to. I know better, but Shake him up said, now I have to go get taco. See? That's what be happening to me. Now don't y'all start on the food stuff. I don't want to know what nobody having for dinner. I don't want to know what y'all cook. I don't want to know nothing because that's where my downfall is. Chris is a sweetheart. Yes, she is a sweetheart. I love me some Chris. I love the fact. Sometimes when I think about all of y'all really, but when I think about the people that I'm, that I really like in my personal life like that, and when I think about the fact, I was like, where do all these angels come from? I just be like, where did they come from? And when I think about the fact that, man, all I was doing was trying to be nosy over there and watching Latrice Allen and pandemic days. And I was just watching a woman on live willing to show her life. I didn't know people really even did that other than Mello. If y'all remember Mello, I don't know. I'll come back. Mello was the first person I ever watched on social media. And then later on, somehow, I have no idea how I stumbled across Latrice Allen. I don't know how I don't know, maybe I was scrolling because I ain't never been a big Facebooker. But I found her. And then I started watching her, and it led me to y'all. And Chris is one of the people in my personal life, so it led me to her and the other people who are personal in my life. Beautifully Healed, Ambrielle, Surrette. It led me to people who are close, or a couple more people. Fee, So St. Louis. I remember So St. Louis? So St. Louis, like people like that. So it led me, but then ultimately it led me to all of y'all. Who would have thought just being bored, scared to go out of the house, scared to let anybody in my house, getting Lexi because I don't want to be in this house by myself. And when you think about like the whole pattern and chain of events, how life will turn you around and point you in the direction that you should be in. That's something that, when y'all ever think about that? Do you ever? I think about that every so often. Like, where these people come from? I wasn't thinking about 2020, 19. I wasn't thinking about no doggone YouTube channel. I'm just sitting up there looking like, let me record for my family memories. One day I'm gonna leave here and I want my kids to know. I want my family to know. That's all I was thinking. I had no idea that I was gonna be able to use some of that same footage that I post on here today to let y'all see it. I'm so happy that y'all became a part of this Gamma's world. I appreciate that. Let me see. Don't Do Me said stop muting. That was people calling. Don't do me. Let me see. Thank you. Don't do me. Chris said no sound. Okay, yep. I knew y'all that I got that phone call. I got it on Do Not Disturb. Keep your hands up. No, don't do me. I got a phone call. So I was trying to scroll out of it and end it. And that's what happened. Let me see. Dominique is dropping in the chat. No comment. I love reading. Look, I got it. Oh, let me see. What I do? I didn't do anything. What you talking about, Surrette? No, I was just thinking about like how we all of us in the chat right now came from Latrice Allen. Like, where did this originate from? Latrice Allen. Like, when I thought about it, like that was the glue to everything, step by step by step. The glue for me was Latrice Allen. That's the only thing that I was watching a person that could just live their life out like that, and then being nosy, because then when she broke up with her boyfriend, I was like, what are you gonna say about her? And I was like, let me go over there and see what he said. And then when I went over there, then it trickled down from there. Then I was connected to that person, and then it led us to this chat right here today. I always think stuff is supposed to happen for a reason. I never think anything is by chance in life. I think everything, all the way down to my son passing away, is not by chance. That was already planned. I knew that was, I didn't know it was going to happen, but I can accept it for happening because I accept God's will. Whatever God's will is, I accept that really easy. So that helps me to understand that whole process too. Okay, let me see. Chris said, love you to get my all. Thank you, Chris. Intentional. Yes, Chris. Don't Do Me said someone who watched her that you followed, probably how you got to see Trees. No, only back then when I was seeing Trees, I wasn't doing social media like that. I was only watching Mello. Y'all got to tell me if y'all know Mello. She called herself Skylar now. She don't call herself Mellow no more. But back in the day, a friend of mine was like, look at this. And so I was looking at Mellow like, is this serious? Is she serious? This is really serious. So I found myself watching it a lot. And so I wasn't watching nobody else. I didn't have like a lot of different people because I didn't know that Facebook was used like that. I thought it was like for family and friends. To this day, my family and friends are on my Facebook page because I never opened it up like that. So I didn't watch anybody else because I wouldn't watch it. I remember watching Mellow, then Treese, then the Baxter family. Y'all know about the lady? I haven't watched them in years, but it was a lady who had a son that had a condition, and she was on there, and I remember watching those three people because I was never like a social media. Just when COVID came, it kind of, I don't know, I probably started doing stuff I didn't normally do. So that's how it happened on to me. Okay, let me see. Suresh said, yes, I love me some Chris. Yes, Suresh said, God brought us together. That's what I said. Bottom line, that's why we're in the chat right now. Okay, let me see. I love you too, Sared. Let's see. When Larry Sings. Hey, when Larry Sings, thanks for coming over. Okay, let me see. When Larry Sings said, right. Exactly. Chris said, hey, Larry. Hey, Chris. Let me see. Shout out to XTFB. Okay. XT Vibe said, I remember. You remember her, Vibe. I watched her and tried to hunt her down when she left off social media. I was like, where is she at? I know she called herself this, like this Mellow, this part of Mellow. She would change her name periodically, but I was like, I gotta find a Mellow something. But she disappeared, but she's back. She is not as active as she was before, but she is back. She left for a long time, unless I just couldn't find her. She came back doing gaming. And I was like, girl, I don't want to watch you do no game. I want you to do what you normally do. Shake him up. Oh, I thought they would shake him up, drop it out again. I want you to do what you normally did. So she was never doing it. So I was like, well, I don't watch gaming channels. And so like lately she was dropping a short here. I caught her live here. She'll really talk to her audience. I don't care. I still be trying to talk to her. And she look at the comments a lot, but she'll entertain the comments. Only, you know this Vibe. You remember that she never really entertained comments unless it was a negative one. I can say as much positive stuff I want to say to just to see if she'll ever respond to a positive comment. And no, she only wanted to engage in negative comments. I'm like, why you keep paying attention to every negative comment, but you won't look at not one positive comment we try to put in here? She always did that. Now today it seems like she probably on the same thing, but I still watch her. So Vibe, she's out there. She is out there. Okay, let me see. Let me see. You watched the Baxters go, but I think, okay, I lost her too, because I think when the world opened up then, I was kind of like done with that for a while. I think she has more kids. I think she had a son. I think the older son passed away. But I think she had another child that's kind of got that condition or something. Byron, I think the baby's name was that I watched. But I think it seemed like I seen her again and she had another baby. Because the baby seemed like it was his age back then. I don't know. I don't watch her no more, but I think she's still out there though. Let me see. Don't do me said, I don't know, Mellow, maybe she followed Treese too. Oh, yeah, because the algorithm. That's true. The algorithm could have put us together. Okay, that's true. Right. That could have happened. And bro just said, hey, Ambrosia. How you doing? Chris said hi to Ambrosia. Let me see. Larry said, I used to watch a lady who took care of her husband. He was bedbound. Ooh, okay. Chris said, thank you for that like button, y'all. You are appreciated. Yes, 38 people, 28 people. Okay. Let me see. Chris said, memberships and YouTube gifts are available. Yes. Nadira said, yep, that drove me crazy with Bella. Yes, you know, exactly. She was so interested to watch, but she did not care. She wants you to like and subscribe, she'll tell you. But she don't want to be getting all into no comments or whatever. She definitely didn't want to hear nothing good. Somebody talk crazy about her food. She'll let them know. You cook it the way you want to cook it. I'm going to cook it the way I want to cook it. But she would never just like get into the comments and engage like that. I was like, why you won't pay attention to us, Mellow? We like you. Let me see. I was going to say yes. Larry said, I'm overdrafting, but I might get a membership next month. Oh, you're overdrafting? Okay, that'll be fun, Larry, to have you over here. Okay, y'all. So we're about to get into the content. Thank you, Chris, for those channel emojis, the palm tree, and the world. Thank you. I appreciate you. We're about to talk about when silence triggers obsession. Now, anybody who is new to the chat, we got a couple of people that have dropped down that are new to the chat. And when you come over here, you will notice that I always have notes. And I always have notes because most of the time, my content when I'm trying to bring a topic is something I'm interested in. I'll become, hey, Justice! I'll become interested in. I have so many memberships, right? I know how to get Larry. I know how to get B. My content that I bring is usually something that I'm interested in, right? And then when I get interested, it drives me to go find out what other people say because I don't like to rely on my own experience solely. I don't like to do that. I like to say, well, I might be looking at something this way, but it might be information out there that is saying something else. Then I get to want to know like why something. So I'll try to get the reasons why. And then I always try to come on the back end with a solution to whatever it is. So that's why y'all see me always reading from my notes. But it originally comes from my curiosity, whether I know about the situation or not, and me trying to get another perspective so I don't solely depend on mine, because I don't ever think that my word got to be gold. So therefore, let me see what they saying about it so I can bring that. Let me see what other people are saying about it. What's on Google about it? Let me bring that so I can bring that to the chat. And then when I write it down, that helps me remember. When I tell y'all again, that helps me remember. So really, for my learning style, I literally have to read it, write it, and say it. That's kind of like how I am. I gotta read what it's saying, I gotta write it down, and then I gotta speak it out, and then I pretty much got it. So that's something, at that point, I can just take from there and feel like, okay, now I know more about this subject. So that's like my teaching style that I have and my learning style that I have for myself, okay? Let me see. Justice came in. I have so many memberships. Yes, I understand that. Chris said, hey to Justice. And Brother said, hey, Justice. I kind of can see how to Justice vibe. Say, hey, Justice. Chillaxa said, I'm here, got my, just can't type because I'm cooking. Ooh, don't tell me what you're cooking. My greedy behind me trying to have it for dinner. Don't tell me what you're cooking. I'm glad you're cooking for you and your family or just for you or whatever, but do not tell me. I can't do it. Let me see. Queen T. Where's Queen T? I don't see Queen T, Justice. I don't see a Queen T in the chat. I don't see Queen T, Justice. Not Justice, Chris. I don't see. Okay, let me see. Yeah. No, actually, hold on, y'all. Let me get my live. Dang, I hope this phone does not die out. I didn't bring my other phone in here. I usually look at my chat from another phone because I have members who are members to my channel. And YouTube has us blocked away from each other and we can't figure out why. So normally I try to read my chat from this phone so I can make sure. Let me see if I see a Queen T from this phone. Let's see. I don't see a Queen T. Oh, would this be another person they blocked? Nope, I don't see a Queen T, Chris. Okay, let me go back down. Okay, Saret, thank you so much for the $9.99. Thank you. Let me love it so y'all can like it. I loved it. I need y'all to like it, okay? Thank you, Saret, for the $9.99. Let me see. Don't do me. Say hi to Justice. Chris said, don't forget to hit the like button, y'all. Chris said, hey, Chillax. Rachel, hey, Rachel. Rachel said, good afternoon, Gamma's in chat. How you doing, Rachel? Let me see. Saret said, hey, Justice. And Chillax said, Bro just said, hey, Saret. Chris said, Rachel, we miss you at the chili. Yes, we did, Rachel. We did miss you at the chili cookout. We did. Let me see. Thank you, Justice, for the $5. I appreciate you for that super sticker. And Bro just said, oh, Queen T is Chillaxa? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. What? That might be part of her name. Y'all know I'm so bad at looking at the rest of folks' names. Oh, it is do say Queen T. I will look at the beginning of your name and I'm done at that point. People, you just say, they'll say hi to somebody at the end of the name. I'm like, I don't see that person. That's because I'm so lazy about reading an entire name. Oh my gosh, let me see. Okay, so let me see. Rachel said, I know my stepmom was here. Okay. And she had you busy. Lord, I'm tired. Okay, they just left. Okay. Catch the replay. Make sure you catch the replay. We had some Surrett and Chris went against each other. I didn't get it in the judging, but they had some, and Chakal. Chakal won. Oh, I gotta send Chakal her cash app. Oh my God, I forgot all about it. Chris, can you send me a text right fast and remind me to send Chakal's money? I forgot to send it yesterday. I'm sorry about that, Chakal. If you get this message, I forgot. Hey, T-Lo. How you doing, T-Lo? Let's see. Everybody speaking to T-Lo. Okay, Rachel said, I sure will. I'll watch it tonight. Can't wait. Okay, yes, we have fun. Okay. I'm going to keep this up here so I can see if any of the other members come that I can't see off this account. Okay, so, like I said, that's why y'all see me reading from my notes, because I don't want to miss nothing either. I don't want to, like, rely on my memory and say, dang, I forgot to say this or forgot to say that. So that's why I write notes. And a lot of times I write the notes a couple days before I do a live. So if I think of something else, I can add it. I know I think too much into it, y'all. I know I think too much into it, but that's how my brain works. That's how my brain works. Let me see. Let me see. Hey, in the safe zone. She said, hey, Grandma. Hey, Chad. Happy Monday to you too in the safe zone. Okay, let me see. T-Lo said, don't do me, Chris and Ambrosia. Chris said, the safe zone. I caught your ride with your dad. Oh, I missed it this morning. I'm definitely going to look back at it. I love to see somebody with their daddy. Y'all don't have my daddy no more, so I miss him so much, but I still believe him. I still feel like I'm with him. But I love to see a girl and their dad. That just does something to me. It really does. So I definitely got to catch that replay. Okay, so we're talking about when silence triggers obsession, right? When silence triggers obsession. Hey, Chris, thanks so much, love. I'm a daddy's girl. Yes, I am too. I am too. Okay, so we know that this is our topic today, is when a friendship ends and instead of moving on, the other person becomes obsessed. Okay? You said nothing, although there's a lot that you could say, but you said nothing. You said nothing. You ain't said nothing. You didn't really did nothing. Nothing you have to do. And even if they feel you have, they still can't grasp that it's done. That it's done. It's over. That you just moved on. Okay? Y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all ever had a situation like that in your life where a friendship, a family ship, or a relationship, like intimate relationship, you've had a situation like that where all you want to do is just move on, but the person became obsessed because you simply wanted to move on. Chris said yes. I'm whole vibe said 1111111. Rachel said, Iconic said, sure did. Gubs Girls like, me. I had that happen. And bro just said right here, that's me. That's my story. And the safe song said, this is a great topic. I'm here listening to cook Dad's dinner. Good. I'm glad you cooked for Dad. Don't tell me what you're cooking. Don't tell me what you're cooking. Because I will get my big ass up out of this chair and try to go cook it. Don't tell me. Okay, T-Lo speaking to everybody. Surrett said yes. Okay. So now, but somehow when you have this situation, Rachel said, most definitely, sometimes you grow in different directions and people are not mature enough to understand that. Rachel must have got the same information I got. That's what it sounds like. So even though you attempt to do that, they're still watching you. They're still talking about you, bringing your name up. And it's weird to you because you've been done. You don't understand. We have to, hopefully by the time I finish it, y'all understand, because it's the information I had to get. I don't have no understanding of it because I don't stalk people. I don't tend to be obsessed with nobody. Anybody, ask the husbands. Y'all know I had 3. Well, not my second husband. Y'all know I adore him. But ask some other husbands how when it's over, it's just over. So I don't have a problem with that. So I don't know how obsessions work. But I was interested. I told y'all when I get interested, that makes me want to come get the information and bring it back to y'all. Let me see. And bro just said, oh wait. Hold on, let me see. Grow a different way. Okay, so Ambrosia said they start asking everyone in your interim for info about you. Right? Like asking, like, I don't know. Once I'm pretty much done with something, I don't have much interest no more. So I don't have to ask no question. I don't have to do nothing like that because I really am not interested no more. So I don't know. It's just over, but listen, Ambrosia said they even start asking questions about you. I don't even have that written down, I don't think, Ambrosia. Let me see. Beautiful Hill said, hey y'all, I can chat now. Been listening. Oh, and paid. Okay. Hey Tanya, Chris Gubbs girl said, don't do me said, hey Tanya, and congratulations. Yes. Whew. How what a blessing. Let me see. Vibe said, hey to Rachel. Everybody speaking? Okay. So, my tripod just keep moving, y'all. Okay. So, this live is not going to be like about drama, right? We're narcissistic behavior, Gubs Girl said. Right. All of the names that it could be. All I can think, okay, Gubs Girl is saying that it's weird narcissistic behavior. I didn't even put no diagnosis on it. I was just looking like, must be obsession. I just went with the basic word that I can identify with it, and it seemed relatable to obsession. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if I go out my way and I do stuff like that, pretty much I'm going to be obsessed, I'm thinking. Y'all, if y'all see me out here, just keep talking about anybody. Y'all don't know where the person is. They looking like the person ain't saying nothing to you. We ain't heard nobody. We ain't seen nobody dropping your chat. We ain't seen none of that. What's wrong with you? Y'all know that I am now obsessed. Okay? I want to put that out there so y'all know what I want y'all to know about me. Okay, so we are trying to get an understanding of the psychology behind this type of behavior, y'all. Okay, that's what we're gonna try to understand. I love to understand. Y'all know I analyze everything. I know I'm petty. Those husbands saying, Lord, you make the biggest deal out of nothing. They tell me all the time. So I'm like, well, I am very, I can analyze stuff to the gods, and I know I overthink all the time. So therefore, that's why I'm happy to have this platform. So when I overthink stuff, I can go get the information, and then possibly somebody in one of my lives will want to hear it. Okay? I think it's usually guilt. Okay, Ambrosia says she thinks it's guilt. Was that something I written down? I wrote down in here. I think I did write the word guilt somewhere down here. We might get to the word guilt somewhere. Seems like I remember writing that down. Let me see. Hey, beautiful iconic said. Okay, so we're going to learn how to probably understand that the mentality of it, how to protect your peace, and how to recognize when silence becomes your strongest boundary. So, for the people who put the one in the chat, in that situation, did you guys remain silent? Tell me if you remained silent, or was it like a back and forth first, and then you decided to go silent? Y'all drop that. I just thought about that, and I want to know what y'all saying about that. Let me see. Tilo says she thinks it's fear. What would they be fearing though, Tilo? Tell me what the fear. Why would it be fear? Let me see. Ambrosia said they know they wronged you in some way and are shocked when you catch on and move on. Oh. Or could it be even if they wronged you, but what if you wronged them? Even if you wronged them, do you have a right to say, oh, I wronged you, and okay, now I want to move on? Does it always have to be the person who that wronged you? Because relationships end, period. And somebody probably wronged somebody, or didn't agree with something or something like that, whatever it was. But don't both people have a right to move on though? Despite what the situation, we said guilt at first. Do it always have to be guilty about something? Like, does it have to be something labeled? Fear that all is good with. Oh, T1000 said, not T1000, I'm sorry, Tilo. Look at me looking at the T and the O. Tilo said, fear that all is good with you. Meaning the fear that you good behind it. Okay, I can see that, Tilo. I can see that when she said it like that. That's interesting, Ambrosia. Yeah, that is interesting what Ambrosia said. They know they wronged you. Okay, let me see. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Tilo. Suresh said, let me see. Gubs Girl said, I move on. Clearly, they are not my level. Gubs Girl said if she moves on, she feels like it's going to be for reasons that they're not on her level. Now, Gubs Girl, do you think that level has to be higher or different or lower? I want to know what your answer is going to be. Do you think when you say level, do you mean not on my level, meaning a different level, a higher level, or a lower level? I just want to see where your head is so I can respond to it. Chris said, absolutely. Rachel T said, you remain silent. I'm not saying a word. The silence is real. Man, I told those husbands that. They tried to get me to go back and forth with them. And I'm like, not saying a word. And look at Rachel T coming from, we just met not even long ago. But over, virtually. Not even probably what, Rachel? 3-4 months ago or something. And look how you saying the same thing. I know I'm not, people want to make you think you're crazy. But I know I'm not. Just because I'm not surrounded with people that use that method a lot, don't mean I'm the only person thinking that. Rachel T said, this is what I do. She realizes that the silence is real loud. And bro just said, I stay silent. Let them have the fun with that. Right, with the nonsense. Yes. Have at it. I kind of said for my dad, it was fear of losing control. And yes, I stayed silent. Okay, so that's the fear. That is one of the fears. Okay. Gubs Girl said, yes, Rachel. Yes, Rachel. Chris said, yes. Roberta said, agree, Rachel. Yes, Rachel said a word. And I feel better because people try to make me think I'm crazy when I want to be quiet. I'm looking like, no, this feels good for me. This is peaceful for me and worry-free for me. I like it here. Let me see. Gubs Girl said, just different. Okay, good, Gubs Girl. You said what I would have said. Because a lot of people think when people say, like, you're not on my level, they think you're trying to one-up them and say, I'm better than you. And I don't believe in that. Y'all know I tell you all the time that my dad always taught me that you are not better than anybody else and nobody is better than you. Like, he instilled that in me and my sister, and everybody in our family, really. So that's not anything. I don't believe in people saying I can, like, one-up and be on a higher level than you. And I don't think that people should ever feel like they're on a lower level than anybody. So I like that, Gubs Girl. Yes, just on a different level. I get that. That's what I want to hear from you, Gubs Girl. I'm glad we think the same way with that. Chris said, and it depends on where I am in a relationship. Are they within my inner circle or nah? That would make the difference. Because you can have, like, this could be a situation, like I said, in an intimate relationship, a friendship, a family, at work. Like, if things are going on at work, and instead of trying to bring down the whole morale, you just get quiet. You just get quiet. If something has happened, it's a position you have, and it's not respected, or whatever situation is, and you know what the outcome is going to be. Nobody wants to necessarily hear your side or understand your stance on it. Then you can just be quiet. It's not your battle. It's not your battle. Quiet is what will answer the questions for you, and you can move on with the quiet. Rachel T said, yes, ladies, we're not going back and forth. No, you know what you did. You know what you said. Rachel said, I don't have to waste my breath that I might need one day. Sunflower said, hey, girl, you bet. Yes, I remember you. I waved to you earlier, Sunflower. Ghost Girl said, I don't think I'm better than anyone. Yes, but we clearly don't think alike. Yes, the relationship or friendship has no quality. Right. Exactly. Chris said, I used to give people the benefit of the doubt. Gubs Girl says, sorry for the time. No problem, Gubs Girl. Let me see. Hey, Grandma, do you make food videos? Yes, I can. They're on there. A lot of my videos, if you look up on the videos, are food. Tilo says, so if I admit that I'm wrong and I just want to move on, it still doesn't mean he or she should keep badgering me about it. Just go. Tito said, just go. If I wronged you, okay. All right. Got it out. I wronged you. I wronged you. Do you hear me? I wronged you. Go. Okay. She done with it, she said. Gubs Girl said, right. Chris said, this ain't high school. Nikki said, let me see. Gubs Girl, I said 100, Chris. Let me see. Ambrosia said, some people will never be satisfied with your answer because they want to have a problem. And be a victim. So, child, let them. Ambrosia said, some people will never be satisfied with your answer because they want to have a problem and be a victim. So, child, let them. Ambrosia said, y'all know the golden thing is 3. Whenever you say something 3 times, it's supposed to, like, really resonate. So I need that to resonate. She says some people will never be satisfied with your answer because they want to have a problem and be a victim. So, child, let them. Thank you, Ambrosia. Wait a minute, let me see. I be forgetting I can pin stuff on here. Okay. Okay, let me see. Gubs Girl said, very true, Ambrosia. Yes, Chris said, Ambrosia 100. Right, T-Lo, Ambrosia said. Let me see. Suresh said, yes, let it be their battle. If I moved on, I moved on. You can have it. Yes, you can have it. It's yours. You can have it. Gubs Girl said, when people drain me emotionally, I know it's time to go. Gubs Girl saying, like, when she start feeling it in her spirit, like, it's draining her in an area where this don't even feel like it's necessary, and all she got to do is go, then I'm just gonna go. Like, how do I solve this? Gubs Girl is like, I sit back and like, how do I solve this? Oh, all I got to do is go? That ain't nothing got to be wrong with the person. Ain't nothing got to be wrong with me. But all I got to do is just go and everything is good. I'm with you, Gubs Girl. Yes, Gubs Girl up there. That's what Chris said. Beautiful Hill said, it's Gubs. She said, yes, Gubs, I think she's trying to say, I enjoy my peace. Right. Like, it sounds like a lot of people in this chat have learned to like their peace. That's what it sounds like to me. That's when you get to a point and you go through different things in life and you start to recognize what peace looks. A lot of people don't know what peace looks like. But when you realize what peace looks like, you're like, yes, I want that. I want that. And you'll do anything to protect it at that point, right? Let me see. Gubs Girl said, I don't like bullies. I don't like manipulation. And Gubs Girl is saying that in a way that when it's an obsession, that it might be some type of bullying tactic that's used. Not that they're bullying you. Like, nobody can really bully you because you can stand up for your own. But to use bullying tactics and try to manipulate can be forms of obsession. I wonder if I look up the definition when they used any of those words. Beautiful Hill said, I write my own books. You ain't about to drain me. Y'all know I've been saying that since I've been out here. Yes. Yes. Beautiful Hill says, say that, Gubs. 100. Right on target, Chris said. Chacal is in. Hey, Chacal. Chacal, I just mentioned, you sent me a text about your money, girl. You didn't. I forgot all about it. I told Chris to just send me a message just now. I was like, oh, I mentioned the winner. I said, I forgot to send Chacal her money. And brother just said, hey, Chacal. And Chris said, hey. Gubs Girl said, I'm 54 years old. Ain't nobody controlling me. Ain't nobody controlling me. Like, y'all, if y'all ever heard my mom before in the background, what she used to always say is, girl, woo, you something else. She just used to be looking like, my God, Jesus Christ, even to today. And if I do too much, she'll be like, oh my God, girl. She'll still say it because she had a hard time controlling me. To be honest, she had my dad just let me get away with everything, so it was easy for him. But if she tried to get some control from somewhere, she just used to be like, let her have it because I ain't got the energy. My mother is not no confrontational person. She ain't like no person to give. I always tell her she always parented too calm. Because if I said I want to do something, if I start whining too much and doing too much instead of just accepting her no, she just like, whatever, do whatever. She never had that personality to try to make nothing happen. She's like, girl, you just too much. And so my own mother and father had a hard time controlling me. So I'm going to have a hard time in life for somebody trying to control me. I'm just going to have a hard time in life with somebody trying to control me. I don't care what kind of relationship, a friendship, a job, a husband. Like, I ain't never been controlled yet before. I never yet been where somebody can mentally take control of my mind and control me. I have not been there yet. My own kids can't control me. It just can't happen. So, yeah. So, Gubs Girl says she's 54 and nobody's going to do it. And if I call my mama right now on the other phone, ask her, Ma, at what age do you think that I can be controlled? She'll be like, girl, you've been a fool all your life. That's what she's going to say. I'm telling y'all that's what she's going to say. Gubs Girl. No, T-Lo said, Gubs Girl. Yes, emotionally draining is not what I want to be. Drives me crazy. Like, for your own mental, you got to stop it, right? It might not even have to do with the person or what you might be feeling like in your heart. Your mental has to get straight about it sometime. Hey, Chacal, Gubs Girl said. I heard that, Gubs Girl. She's Ambrosia said, Rachel T said, yes, that's so true. Some people want to have a problem, Ambrosia, and they see you peaceful and want to rope you in to the crazy. I'm done. I can't. Rachel said, if y'all look at Rachel, some people y'all can look at and you will see peace. Like, a lot of the people that I can look at, you can see peace on them. Like, do y'all agree with that? You can meet someone and you'll watch them for a little bit because anybody can be a representative of what they want to be, right? But you can see somebody, you can see peace. If y'all go over to Rachel Terrell's shadow, you can look at her and be like, she seemed like she lived a real peaceful life. So, yes, Rachel said she can't do it. She can't do it. Okay, let me see. Everybody speaking. Embryo, okay, where Embryo? Did you say Embryo, Sweat? Wait, why I don't see Embryo? Phone. Y'all know I gotta be careful because they do block some people out of my chat. Why don't I see Embryo here? Embryo, say something else once so I can see if I see you. Okay. Okay, I can't. Okay, I got that. Beautifully Hill said, Grandma, did you share with them what your mom said about things she wouldn't change? Listen, I'm never gonna forget that. One day I was live and it was on Mama's 50, Lord, her 83rd birthday that she just celebrated last month. And I was like, Mom, tell the people, what is one thing, what I ask her? What is one thing you can tell them? What was your biggest regret? I don't know if I said regret to her or whatever. I asked her something about being 83 at that age. What can you tell us? What can you tell us as the people, us in the chat and me, right? And so I don't remember if I said, what did you regret most, or if she said it. Maybe I prompted her to say, what do you regret most? And she was like, I don't know. Because she don't like for me to put her on the spotlight. She was like, I don't know at first. And then a couple seconds passed and she was like, now my mother is 83 years old. So anytime you're almost 100 years old, you might have some insight on something, right? For the most part. So she thought about it. She was like, oh, I know what. She was like, I regret being loyal to things or people that I should not have been. And when she said that, I was like, I'm driving, I'm live, I got a lot of stuff going on, but it was like hitting me. But I'm like I'm saying, I'm driving, I'm trying to do the live, but it resonated me. Like for the rest of that day, I pondered on what she said. Like, dang, what's she talking about? Like all the areas in life that you could be loyal to. Like, what you talking about? Was it an old job or something you had? Was it a person? Was it my daddy? Was it your family? Was it like, well, who was it? Because my mother has never been one. She has friends, but not a whole lot of friends. She's more of a loner. Her space is wanting to be around me and my sister. That's it. My dad when he was here. That's it. Or her grandkids. She don't do a lot of outside stuff. So she said that. So like I probably mentioned it on my live like 10 times since then because it's going to be something I always remember and I have to keep in my mind when I'm feeling like I'm being loyal that nope, stop being loyal because my 83-year-old mother said if it was one regret out of all of the 83 years, y'all, she said, if I think back on all the decades that God allowed me to have, almost 9 of them, I'm going to think back and say, not that I'm glad I stayed loyal. I'm glad I was loyal to the store. She said that she regrets being loyal to people and things that she should not have been. Y'all, that's deep. Don't even try to dissect it now. Think about it later because I'm still thinking about that. I probably will go to my grave thinking about that. Like, man, I'm like, Mom, why you never said that to me when I was, well, maybe you were 83 at the point. But yes. Let me see. Okay. So, yes, Ty, thank you for that. Girls Girl said, thanks, Rachel. Don't do me say your mom is beautiful. Keep posting her. She's so cool. Thank you. Iconic said, the only one who can control me is my mom. Okay. Chris said, goals. No, that was Ambrosia. Oh, I'm sorry. Iconic said, God and my mom are the only ones in authority over me. Yes. Right. God has all control. We know he got control. Nadira said, I think a lot of people don't know how to deal with that. No, don't know how to deal with what they deem as rejection. I move on quickly if that person isn't meant to be in my life. Peace out. She said, peace out. As life is too short. Like, especially when you get a certain age and you lose too many people, you start paying attention to every minute. What's taking up your minute? What's taking up that hour? What's taking up this month? You start thinking about that time like, hold on, I need those minutes. I need those minutes. So you start paying attention to what you're doing more. You may never get to the point till you're doing everything that you should be doing, but you strive to at least take back your peace to the degree that you can, right? Let me see. Can't forget, misery loves company. Yes, you need to be miserable just like that person. Exactly. And a lot of people are like that. Like, y'all, me personally, I've never been a misery loves company type of person. It has been times where I will go to the hospital. I'm sick, I go to the hospital, like, I gotta go to the hospital. I gotta call an ambulance. And not that this is a good thing, but I'm sure y'all, if y'all feel sick, y'all call a family member, friend, let them know. But because I don't want my family worrying about me, I will literally have been in the hospital and back home and probably for a day and be like, oh, my, I wasn't feeling good the other day. I did. She'll say, go to the hospital. I did go to the hospital. I went to the emergency room and they said everything was okay. So I'm just not the type of person. Even when my husband died, I'm like, I'm not telling my kids. Don't tell me why I thought it was going to be possible. But I was like, can I tell him that he went out of town? Can I tell him? I was trying to think all kind of things. When my son died, I was like, don't tell mama. Don't tell mama. So I have a mentality like I'm going to protect the people I care about. That's my instinct before I want to drag them into anything. So when you have a mentality where you want to drag people into something, I'm going to agree with, who's that, T-Lo? Yes. What T-Lo is saying, that it has to be, you have to have the mentality already that misery loves company. Like if something happens, you normally won't even voice it. People don't even know I've been through it because I just feel like, if I'm already bothered by it, why bother somebody else with it? Like, why do it? It ain't even no reason to do it. I already got to take it, so why I'm going to project this on anybody else? I just don't normally do that. Surette said, maybe it was ambrosia. Okay, y'all know I forgot what I was talking about there. Let me see. Jacal said, I got the name wrong. Okay. Oh, with embryo. Okay, I got you now. Okay. Nadira said, hey, T-Lo, Surette, beautifully healed. In the chat, T-Lo said, had ambrosia. I totally get that. Ambrosia said, wasn't that a whole word? I was like, dang, ma. And I'm trying to finish the live and everything, and then I would just discombobulate for the whole day. Let me see. Oh, a wild word, Chris. A whole word. I think you said, Ty said a whole word. Yes. Chakal said, how to tie it there. I said, that's deep. It was too deep for me that I'm still thinking about it. Like, now y'all brought it back up, so I'm probably going to spend the rest of today thinking about it. Surette said, period. Yes. Let me see. Nadira said, come through, Mom. Yes. Let me see. That is deep. Surette said, I can kick myself sometimes on loyalty to some past relationships. I'm learning every day. And then I think we go to our grave learning. I plan on going to my grave learning. So just because, like this thing right here, I told y'all my learning style is to read, write it, and then say it. Now, I used to bother all my friends and family with everything I want to keep saying. I'm going to try to remember, but now I got the platform, so now I can say it to y'all, and so that helps me to remember. So a lot of these things that I'm reading will be the very thing I will instill so that I can put it into play if I don't already. Although I think I do a good job at it now, but it's going to strengthen that. Wow, that's powerful. It was, Rachel. Beautiful Hill said, I'm like, yeah, my mama ain't ever been able to tell me nothing either. Yes, but God does have the all authority. Yes, exactly. Beautiful Hill said, so red girl. And bro just said, it's so true though. Yes. Our sense of loyalty will keep us stuck in situations and or with people that do not serve us in any way. Absolutely. Yes. I kind of said, I'm gonna go wash puppies. Still here. Okay, so let's go to the next thing. So we said, okay, so type the word peace if you've ever walked away. We already did that. Okay. We got that. The ones we know that the people who are in here who have actually been a part of something like this. It is a blessing to learn sereneness. So don't forget to be kind to yourself, Ambrosia said. Absolutely. Okay. So this is about friendships that end peacefully on your end. If you feel like this, hold on one second, y'all. If you feel like the relationship that is in your life, if you end it peacefully on your end, but somehow turn into something unhealthy on the other person's end, like where you could be good in your mind, but with them, it's still a whole chaotic uproar. And you don't even have to know it. You over there, you didn't found peace, and you're done where it's still chaotic. You moved on. You're quiet because of no interest. You don't have no interest in it. You're not responding. You're not talking about them, even though there is a lot you could be talking about, but you choose to say, I don't have anything to say. Your character is a character of, I don't have that character. I don't have that character. So quiet is easy for me, right? But they are, like we said, still watching, still mentioning you, still speaking on you, like you're actually present in their life, and you're not. So that's why I wanted to come up with the word obsession, because I'm like, if you're not even in the world no more, like, why are you still thinking about me? That, I forgot all about that. That happened a month ago. That happened a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago. Why are you talking about? That's what I'm talking about. I feel like it has to be an obsession. What else would cause someone to continuously make you present in their life? Y'all give me a different word that could be. If y'all got a different word, I'm willing to explore that word. Let me see. My brother just said, it's a blessing to learn, Sereneness, so you don't forget to be kind. Oh, I got that. I got that. Yes, my brother. Thank you, Sereneness. Okay. So let's talk about how friendships are supposed to end. Okay. 10 years ago, iconic. Is it forever ago? Do some people have a forever to go? Do somebody got to leave this earth before it stops? Jesus. Okay. How friendships. It's literally on Do Not Disturb, y'all. Put it one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Let me see. Can y'all hear me? Yeah, y'all can hear me. Okay. Whew. I don't know how they bust through the Do Not Disturb, because I definitely have it on. Okay. Okay, thank y'all. Okay. How friendships are supposed to end. Now, I might have a version in my mind about how it should end, but I didn't want to rely on me. Who said, listen to work, and thank you, Shake Him Up. I don't want to rely. Let's see what the folks said is how a friendship is supposed to end. They said healthy friendships don't always last forever, and that's okay. They can be healthy. They don't always last forever, okay? When friendships end in a healthy way, both people accept it. There might be sadness. There might be reflection, but there's always respect. That's when you can know it's a friendship. That's how you know it was a real marriage. That's how you know it was a real job, when respect. But when the respect is not there, then you know it wasn't even real anyway. So it's really easy for you to forget about it then, because once those steps, like with the accepting, the sadness, and the reflection, when that respect is not there, even though you went through those three things, then you know it wasn't even real anyway. You didn't got to worry about the marriage. You got to worry about the friendship, because it wasn't even real, right? Let me see. Chris said, very true. Hey, Omar. Peace and love to the chat. Thank you, Omar. Okay. So an unhealthy ending looks different, though. Unhealthy looks different. Number 54, thank you. Enjoy the rest. Thank you, Omar. Unhealthy is one person lets go and the other holds on emotionally. Now, when you start dealing with those emotions, you know, it's a whole different story. One person, that's unhealthy. One person lets go and the other person holds on emotionally. See you later, Omar. Let me see. Burger King foot lettuce. Okay, thank you. Okay. So, not everyone knows how to process loss without turning into resentment. Not everybody. They said, so you got people who can move on, but there's some people don't have the ability, or they ignore the possibility, or they don't want to accept that there is a process. They want to ignore it. They don't know about it. Whatever it is, they want to not get through the process without turning into resentment. Okay? So not everyone knows about how to process loss without turning it into resentment. If they don't know how, that may be all they know. Maybe that's how they live their life. When people live a life with a lot of resentment, then that carries on into their life. So it's easy for them to just be resentful. They are just resenting whatever it is that they're creating in their brain about it. Okay? So they said some people don't know how to move on without needing a villain. They're like, wait, this can't be like cool and cut like that. Somebody has to be a villain. Somebody has to be a villain. How many times have y'all heard me say 3 of the husbands I've had? What do I say? Now, we're going to talk about that first husband, because it don't be having nothing to do with, there's no villain between me and him. He's only a villain because he won't take care of his kids. Now, had he took care of the kids, he wouldn't be a villain to me. He wouldn't be a villain. I think he's a cool person outside of that. I don't know. I just don't understand how you don't take care of your kids. But had he taken care of his kids, I don't have any other bad things to say about him. I think he was a cool person. I think we weren't compatible. I tell you that my second husband was the love of my life. And I tell you that the third husband is so loyal, dedicated. He is a good person, but not compatible. And maybe the age difference was the problem. I don't know. But he's cool on my book. So I don't need for them to be a villain. We weren't compatible. And I think that like I can talk and have any kind of conversation with like my, not my first husband because of the kids, but with my last husband, I can have any conversation with him. I don't mind him. If anything, like, listen, this is a man that when we separate, I'm like, dang, he still got to go to work. For so long, y'all, when he went to work, I was like, you can come over here and get your lunch. You can stop by here and get your lunch. Like, he literally was coming from his house, passing my house to get his lunch for work and going to work. I didn't have to have no resentment. I think I'm a very good judge of character when I become close to somebody. So if something happens, it just happens. I don't want to backpedal and be like, oh, he was a dog. Oh, he did. I'm not going to do that because I'm a good judge of character. And I still believe that he's a good person. If he finds somebody who's compatible, they are going to be, she's going to be so happy. She's going to be so happy to find him. Like, that's good for you and not good for me. So you gotta say your character is gonna speak a lot in that area, right? So if you feel like you've been, I don't know, raised with villains and you created some villains in your life, you may continue to hold resentment and feel like it has to be a villain. Thank you, Brianna. Brianna came in here. They spoke you up earlier, girl. She said, hey y'all. Okay. So put in the chat yes or no. Do you believe everyone deserves closure? That's what I want to know. Do you think everyone deserves closure? Let me see. Nadira said, I'm kind of in that situation, which is why I wanted to hear this. I have a friend and we grew apart. She knows. I know. She explained. Well, she knows. She knows. I know she explained that she misses me and I miss her, but no desire on my end to connect. Well, Nadir, I hope that you really get something out of this. I hope you really get something out of this because it's more stuff. And you make sure at the end, I hope you're able to stay to the end. And at the end, let me know if anything that I said helped you in the situation. Because that's the point, right? That's the point. So make sure you let me know. Chris said, I believe I deserve closure. Chris said her personality type, yes, I need closure. Like, we're going to have different personality types that need or may not need. Because what's closure for one person doesn't mean it's closure for another. I have it on Do Not Disturb. I don't know what's going on, how they able to bust through that. I don't know. So you're going to have to let me know how people are able to do that. Okay, so let's see. Let me see. Gotta scroll up. Oh, we was talking about the closure. What might be closure for one person may not be closure to another. Maybe I should do another live on closure. And the reason why I say because some people's closure can see something and that'd be enough closure. The next person needs to sit down and talk to you and talk it out. Like, you need to give me a chance to say something based on what you're thinking. Then another person can say, I don't need to much say anything. Send me a text or just call me and tell me what you're feeling. That's good enough. I just have to hear something. So I think closure could mean something different for people, I think. Like, what is closure? Okay, let me see. I kind of say yes, maybe. Closure is a lovely idea, but it looks different. Yes, that's what I was just saying, Ambrosia. Okay, Surette said, do you deserve closure? She said no. So I'm thinking maybe she's saying closure would be good, but she's thinking she doesn't she's not saying a deserve, like obligated, that type of thing, I think. And Broja says sometimes life just takes you in a different direction, right? I will absolutely let go when I see that I'm the only one making effort at connection after I've already communicated with the other person. Okay, Ambrosia. No hard feelings, she said. After all of that, still no hard feelings. Nadira said, Kay and just, and I'm sorry, not just, Kay, yes, and I believe folks desire. She said, yes, she believes people desire closure. But closure is different for us all. Yes, that makes me want to have another live on closure, y'all. Like, because that's a wide thing. And when people say they need it, they be needing it, y'all. They really need it. And so it looks different for people. So it's making me curious about, like, how does closure really look like? What is closure for you? Why did, you know, I'm have to get to, like, why do certain people need that type of closure? What is that? What does that do for them? What does that do for the person that gives you the closure? I don't know. Let me see. Meaning, I close the door. I don't give anyone else that power. Okay. Omar said, Gamma, can I ask a question? Yes, Omar. Y'all got the sound now? Let me see. No sound. Yeah. So they keep calling y'all. We're back. And bro just said, yes. Oh, you meant to say deserve, not desire. Okay. Omar said, who does marriage benefit more, the male or the female? I think it should benefit both equally, I hope, but it depends on the person. It might, in one relationship, it might benefit the male more, and another relationship might benefit the female more. So I don't think that's a blanket statement, Omar. Nadira said, yes, a closure live will be good. Okay, let me write it down. Closure. Because I'm just curious. Let me see. Chris said, yes. Nadira said, Ambrosia, you be on it. Will said, yes. Okay. Where did I leave off? Okay, so, okay. Vaughn, Villain. Okay, so let's talk about why they can't let go. Let's talk about what the folks said, the reason why, because I don't know. I'm looking like, I don't know. I feel like it's an obsession. I don't know what obsessed people do to why they're doing it. I don't know. Let me get the information. Why? Yeah, I want to know why. I do want to know why. I'm interested in knowing why. And Brody said, thanks, girl. Girls Girl said, I just move on. She's looking like Girls Girl said, I don't even need all that. Look, I'm just going to move on. Now, you deal with your closure and all the stuff. Your why not? She gone. Girls Girl said she's just going to be gone. All right, I said, I feel you get my, thanks for your opinion. Yes, Amara. Thanks for asking. Okay, why some people can't let go? They said for some people, the issue isn't friendship. It ain't even, these people say it ain't even a friendship. It ain't even a relationship. Tito says separation anxiety. Yes, we will call the babies that when their mama leave, they just start crying, going hysterical because they don't want to separate from their mom. Yes. Let me see. The dearest said they missed the way you made them feel. Ooh, did I write that down? Seems like I heard that. We're going to look and see if that's one of the things I wrote down because I think I heard that. They miss the way you make them feel. Gubs Girl said life is too short. Gubs Girl said point blank period is too short to even look back on what the stuff can be. She said, Omar said I feel the, wait. Okay, Sorrent said, laughing at Gubs Girl. Gubs Girl ain't got time for this. Let me see. Good one, T-Lo. The separation anxiety, yes. Let me see. Okay. All right. So let me see. Yesterday, very true. And bro just said, Omar said, on your topic, Gamma, it's easy to say, but it ain't that easy to act. Omar said, it might sound like you just say, move on. But he said, in some instances, it's not that easy to act that out. Omar said, and there's a strong reason for that. Let us know the reason. Hey, Life, what I'm doing? I haven't seen you in a long time. Haven't been on here in a minute. Yes. How you doing, Abdul? Let's see. Gubs Girl said, hold on. Let me get you over here, Gubs Girl. Some folks can't let go because they have to dominate something. Okay, and them holding on makes them feel superior, especially when they are getting ignored. Ooh, Gubs girl. Okay. Surrett or Chris, if y'all or Chacal, if y'all in here, y'all know the people who are black from the channel. And if I don't see their comment, let me know so I can make sure I read their comment. Okay. I kind of said, I think for my dad, he don't know what he had until it was gone. Ooh, could that be? Y'all, forget this stuff that I looked up. Y'all go speak a word up in the chat. Rachel T said, yes, they don't necessarily want you, but they want them affirmations you provide. Wow. Okay. Omar said the reason is because we're using problems to solve problem, and that's the problem with the problem. Being problematic. Okay. Okay. So they said for some people the issue is not friendship, it's control. It's not even a friendship. You thinking like, dang, like, what's the big deal? And it's not even about your friendship with them. It's not even, they don't even really care. They ain't even caring about the friendship. It's the control that they want. Omar said, because we're only dealing with the cause and not the symptoms. Yes. Chris said, boom. Boom in your face. Boom. They want control. For others, it's ego. Some people just have like an ego. If they have an ego about something, that could be it. It could be the control. It could be ego, or it could be the identity. They find identity with you and they hold on to it, and that could be a reason. Y'all, those are the three reasons that they said could be the reason. Let me see what Ambrosia said. Ambrosia said sometimes past traumas will reappear when certain situations pop up. Any of relationships can trigger abandonment issue. Now that's a deep thing. Abandonment issues, and that is when you see childish behaviors, like cries for attention. I should just open up the chat and say, y'all tell me why. Chris said, or did you mean symptoms and not the cause? Chris said. Nadira said, boom, Chris. Right. Let me see. Even if it's negative. Even if it's negative. Man. I feel like I got to screenshot y'all stuff and read y'all stuff again. Okay, so the thing is, they said they don't miss you. You ain't the person they miss. They good with you. They not missing you. They miss the access that they had to you. They miss the access. So while you thinking it's just all about you and they just can't get over you, it's the access. It's their ego. It's them identifying with you. It's them having control over you. It ain't really about you. Because most of the time, they'll pick up the next person and do the same thing. They'll pick up the next person and do the same thing. So while we thinking we were all of that, we were not nothing at all. It was just the access to you. And then when you go about your business and when my session is over with you, I'm going to pick up the next person and I'm going to be obsessed with them. So you ain't holding all that clout you thought you was holding. Let me see. Even if it's negative, Ebro just said. Suresh said, I hope next time you have this live after 5 or 6 so I can fully participate. This is good information. Get my yes. Let me see. Omar said, I totally said it that way to see whose minds is picking up, Ashley. Talking to Chris. Tilo said, okay, I read that men who, okay, great. It's control and not wanting not even wanting the intimacy. Wow. Okay. Gubs Girl said, I don't play well with others. I know this is about myself, so that's why it's easy for me to move on. Right. So, like, you looking like Gubs Girl sounded like she put herself first. Like, she ain't hardly getting into all of these details that we're talking about because their problem is not her problem, and she loves herself enough to want to protect her peace. That's what I get from Gubs Girl. That's what I get from her. I don't know. Let me know if I'm right or wrong, Gubs Girl. Chris said, laughing at Omar, and Bro just said, very true. Sweat said, wow. Omar said, for you, Ashley, great paying attention, he said. Omar said, Target. Okay. Yes, I kind of said, right, Surrett, because I'm multitasking, but trying to listen. Okay, Nadiria, and participate. Yes, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all said some good stuff in the chat. Omar said, so what's the topic? When silence triggers obsession. That's the name of it. Let me see. That got a call. Okay. Let me see. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, I'm from. Chris said, I'm becoming more and more like Gubs Girl. Well, goes, yeah, like we trying to get like Gubs Girl. I'm inspired by Gubs Girl. Let me see. Omar said, as I as I button without knowing. Well, as I butt in while not knowing what is the topic. It's okay. Gubs Girl said, Chris, you will love it there. She said, get there, you're gonna love it. Chris said, I'm getting there. She said, I'm trying. She's trying to get there. Okay. So we said that they don't miss you. They miss the access they had to you. They miss the role you played in their life. And when that access is gone, instead of self-reflecting, they fixate on you. I got to say that they got to be said 3 times. Let's say that one more time. They don't miss you. They miss the access they had to you. They miss the role you played in their life. And when that access is gone, instead of self-reflecting, they fixate on you. Okay? When that access is gone, instead of self-reflecting on themselves, they fixate on you. Let me see. My brother said, you got this, Chris. Chris said, check. She got that. Omar said, well, all the answers are in the chat, meaning everyone is giving their own opinions. Yes. And this, and that's the answer. Yes. But not the complete answer. Okay. Iconic said, preach it 100. You better say that, Iconic. Okay. Because silence forces people to sit with themselves. So when you don't give nothing back, that forces people to sit with themselves, they said. And not everyone can handle that. That could be the very thing that's the problem. Don't be forcing me to self-reflect or sit and just be with myself. Don't do that. I can't handle that. I want to fixate on you to resolve that problem so I don't have to sit with myself and reflect on whatever it is. Whatever it is. Let me see. Let me see. Ambrosia said people will do all kind of things in order not to self-reflect. Ambrosia. Gubs Girl said it's true. Said it's true, y'all. And I believe Gubs Girl. Ambrosia said very true. Tracal said true. True. Okay. The next thing we got. Hey, Cherry. The next thing we're gonna talk about is why they keep talking about you. Why is it? I was like, why is it? Why do the people do that? Why? I don't know. Why? Tell me why. This is what I got. I'm sure Gubs Girl gonna let us know some more stuff. All of y'all been saying some good stuff. This is why. Brother said, girl, Cherry, yes. Let's see, Cherry said, okay. Why they keep talking. This is why, y'all. If y'all was wondering, like, okay. Chakal said they want your attention. Okay. Okay, let me see. Omar said, I think silent was used as a wall of shame. Okay, where it's hard to speak the truth. So I don't really know what to say. Okay, so Omar said the silence could be that. He said that the silence could be a wall of shame, that you're so ashamed that you get silent. He said, and instead of speaking the truth, they just get quiet. So I was gonna say it slowly. Okay, why they keep talking about you? It says, first, have you ever noticed the quieter you become, the louder they get? Have y'all ever noticed, like, in the whole situation, if you take a stance and say, this is the stance I want to take, nobody's going to move me from that. I have control. I'm disciplined enough to take that route. Have you ever noticed that they become louder? Like louder and louder. You get quieter and quieter. The noise is like, God damn. Oh, Lord. So the noise gets louder. Yes. And that's irritating. Who said that's irritating? God damn. Oh, Lord. Okay. So that's not an accident. It's not an accident. Talking about you keeps them connected to you, they think. In their mind, I don't care if you've been gone for years, decades. If I bring you up in my mind, we are still connected because I'm obsessed with you. That's what they think. They think that that will drive a connection. While you trying to not even think back, they're busy thinking of you. What kind of connection? You're not helping me with the connection. Don't worry about that. I'll keep the connection. That's what it is, y'all. That's what they said. Cherry said, I'm trying to eat, so I'll listen in. Okay, Cherry. Omar said, because didn't the saying says the truth will cause an offense. Yeah, I think truth could cause an offense. It could be offensive to folks. I agree with that, Omar. Okay. Now, they think. We said they think. That's what in their mind, they're thinking, why you still not saying nothing? In their mind, they're like, ooh, we connected. I called your name. I said your name. I told somebody this. I told somebody that. And in their mind, I'm still connected to you. I'm still connected to you. Let me see. You can't hear? Can y'all hear me? Don't do me. Yeah, Cherry, go out. Somebody tell Cherry to go out and come back in. Omar said, and quietly so, based on my survey. And Bernie said Alberta said they are fishing for negativity to justify their prior actions. Okay. Marilyn said, thanks for the membership. Yes, Marilyn. Chris bought you that membership. Gubs Girl said, we here. Yes. Tilo said, they keep talking about you to make others think you are a bad person. They would never want to be seen as a stalker. So are the people obsessed with you too? Because I'm looking like, if a person is not paying me no mind, I decide to keep talking to people about it, and the people care if the person is bad or not, then are they obsessed too? You think maybe they are obsessed too? Because what if you are trying to move on and you don't give a damn if they think you're bad? Like, you don't care if they think you're bad. The people they talking to think you're bad. You don't care what they're thinking. You still are silent because you don't care about that. So what about that, though? And they would never want to seem as a stalker. If you're still talking about folks that ain't paying you no mind, you a stalker. I don't know. Listen, let me look up the definition of stalker. Maybe I got it wrong. Hold on. Let me see what a stalker is and see if I'm just thinking wrong. Hold on. Let's see what a stalker is. Definition of a stalker. Let's see. A stalker's mission is to exert power, control, and an obsession over a target, driven by a delusional sense of entitlement, a desire to rekindle a relationship or revenge using repeated, unwarranted, and frightening behavior like following, harassing, or threatening to instill fear and maintain a connection no matter the victim's wishes. Google said that. Y'all can look that up. Google said that. So let me see. Mentioning your name keeps you alive in their mind. You want to be dead. Not literally, but in their mind, you want to be dead. But they say, I want you alive in my mind. I don't want you dead. I want you alive. I want you alive. Creating a story about you helps them avoid looking inward. So as long as I can think up a story, any kind of delusion, anything, long as I can continue to add, put a 2 on a 10, all those things, and you being quiet and you let me say that story and you're not busting me out for the shit, and you're not letting folks know what the real deal could be and you let me say these stories, ooh, yeah. Let me see if I can say another story and another story and another story and create all these different delusional stories about you, because that's gonna keep them from ever having to look inward, if that's their problem. If that's their problem, right? Let me see. Let's see. Soraya said, yes. Alberta said we can hear. Let me see. Soraya said, Tilo, yes. Cherry said I had to leave and come back. I can hear that. Okay, good. The people just stupid. Ghost girls are mad. Oh my God. Let me see. Tilo said they wouldn't want to be labeled as a controlling person. Okay. Yep, that's my dad, Iconic said. Someone said, you better preach. Okay. Silence doesn't give them anything to respond to, so they create something to talk about. If your silence is not like, okay, I'm saying A, you say B, so I can say C, and then D, and then we'll keep going back and forth. If they thinking that, if that silence doesn't give them the A, B, C, D to like keep it to all the way to the damn Z and start all over again, if it's not giving them that, they will just start creating something to talk about. Like, if you don't want to give it to me, I'm going to give it to my damn self. That's what it is. Let's say this clearly. If someone keeps bringing you up when you said nothing, it's because your absence is louder than the presence ever was. Like, you might have been present and it was like, whatever. But your absence is speaking louder than your entire presence did. It's the absence for them. It's the absence that they can't get over. Let me see what y'all saying. Let me see. I kind of said he would watch us through the window at night. See? And bro just said, I think we have to remember that a lot of times you have undercover hater. What? They want to say anything to you or act a certain way because they know they have no reason to dislike you. Oh, let me pen this one out. I'm going to read it again. Where's the pen? Replace that pen. It said, Ambrosia said, I think we have to remember that I think we have to remember that a lot of times you have undercover haters. They won't say anything to you or act a certain way because they know they have no reason to dislike you. And Broder said, however, when someone comes to them with drama, negativity, they will absolutely eat it up. Plausible deniability. Y'all talking some stuff up in this live. I got a lot of, like, my birthday live was one of my favorites. It's still going to be my favorite. I love that live. But this might be my second favorite live. Like, for real, y'all ain't playing no games. Chris said no reason at all. Not damn reason. Ambrosia got the mic. Chris handed you the mic, Ambrosia. You got it. You are fearfully and wonderfully made by our God. Jesus also loves you so much and unconditionally that he gave his only begotten son so you can live for eternity. And that's what you got to remember in all of this. The folks obsessing over you, all that kind of stuff. At the end of the day, read warnings message. Let me pin warning. Because at the end of the day, that's all going to matter. After we finish talking about all this, right? Let me see. Chris said amen. Okay. Oh, let me see. Okay. Hater? Now that's crazy. Who just mentioned hater? Who was that? Was that Ambrosia? I'm thinking. I know it was Ambrosia, probably. Yes, Ambrosia, you just mentioned. And the next is hater versus fixation. Haters versus fixation. Yes, I kind of get mad. Gums Girl said narcissists have a hard time apologizing and a hard time forgiving. They are fueled by going on and on and on and Jesus. Okay. Hater versus fixation. There's a difference between someone who doesn't like you and someone who is fixated on you. Okay? A hater eventually moves on. They find something else to focus on. They're just a hater. They ain't really worried about you. They're not thinking about you like that. They just gonna hate on you by the way. While they're passing by you, they hate a little bit and keep on going. But a person who's fixated, if they're fixated on you, they repeat the same story. Because they're fixated on you. They monitor you from a distance. They ain't got to be right on you. They ain't got to be on the phone with you. They ain't got to do nothing from a distance. If they got to look across the street, look down a mile away. If they got to look on a computer, if they got to look on their phone, however they have to do it, they're going to monitor you from a distance. they bring you up unprovoked. You would have thought that you would have called and cussed them out or something. You would have thought that you just pushed their shoulder when you walk past them. You ain't got to do a thing, totally unprovoked. They're going to check for you. They're going to monitor you. They're going to check for you. Let me see. So haters are temporary. Yes, they kind of temporary. Like, okay, this, what is that dress she got on? Yeah, she might look okay, but I could wear it better. That's the hater. You ain't worried about them. They come and go. They might even change later. They probably just hated they had a bad day. But when those people are fixated on you, that's the problem. That's the problem. Because those people, they want to tear the dress off of you. Like they can't, they going to buy the same dress. They going to do all the things they can do. They got a cup of coffee, they go spill the coffee on you because they fixated on you. They fixated on you. Let me see, I think sometimes haters are temporary, sometimes not. Oh, and Bro just said a hater can stick along. She said they can stay here. She said they possibly can stay here. They might not be going nowhere, y'all. And Bro just said, so it's so weird. Guns Girl said, fixators can't let things go. If you fixate, what does that mean? You fixed on it. You fixed on it. I don't have that fly-by-night hater mentality. I'm fixated on you. I'm obsessed with you, right? Okay. Indifference feels like abandonment to people who need control. So if you have an indifference with someone, like, just simply think different. And you know that's healthy for us to think different. That's the reason why God didn't make one man and say, there's a brain that's going to be like this is the standard brain for everybody. So you're going to think different, right? But when you start having an indifference, hold on. I need control. Did you try to think differently from me? Hold on. I said, this is the way of thinking. Don't be trying to think over here, over there. Right here. You think right here. Don't be trying to have no indifference. Okay? I need control of this thing. Right? Let me see. Obsession is real. I always say, could we imagine how boring this world would be if we all had the same world? Literally. Will lack innovation. Exactly. Like, girl, you are stunning. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe. Y'all not subscribe. Make sure y'all subscribe. Do you know how I could be on the phone with my girls and we might have 3 or 4 different opinions. Maybe 1 or 2 might be a little similar, but literally we can have different opinions and that's okay. It still be laughing and talking. It still ain't nothing that the goal is. I said, this is bond. This is gold. And this is what it is. That mentality is like, I don't know. It's crazy. You look like such a sweetheart. Thank you. Have you subscribed to the channel? Okay. And when they can't reach you, they try reaching your name. If they can't access you, remember we talked about the access. If they can't access your brain, your thoughts, your heart, your whatever, if they can't get into your mentality no kind of way, that's, dang it. He or she just, I can't get in there. If that's the thing, like, what do I do next? Like, your name. Can't stop me from saying your name. I can still say your name. What you gonna do about that? Can't stop me from saying they dwindle all the way from here down to your name. Down to your name. And so if you like me, you don't give, like, I love my name. I do love my name. Thanks, Mama and Daddy. I love my name. But to the degree of thinking somebody go to try to slander it, I don't give a damn. Like, that's when it goes out the window. Take the name. Fine, take the name. I don't care enough about a name or anything else to engage. But that's what makes them feel better. It says that when they can't reach you, they try to reach your name. Let me see. Just subscribe. Thank you. Welcome to the channel, Chris said. Thanks for coming. Make sure you come back, okay? Let me see. Hey, just a guard? I think it is. I don't want to say your name wrong. Okay, it says why you don't have to respond. We got down to why you don't have to respond. So people are out there, like, I don't know, y'all seem to have it. Y'all got a good head on your shoulder about it. I thought I was going to be teaching y'all some stuff I learned, but y'all done taught me some stuff. So, no problem. Jump right in. I thought I was going to be like telling y'all stuff, y'all telling me stuff. But if there's somebody out there maybe in the bushes that are looking like, why shouldn't I respond? Why should I be silent? This is the important part, okay? Why should I be silent? They don't understand why. I've been fussing and fighting and doing all this stuff. Why? What's wrong with that? I'm getting my point across. They're hearing me. Why? Why? Let's see. He says whatever he wants. I don't care. It doesn't affect me. I kind of exactly. Beautiful Hill said, I like responding sometimes. She's like, well, me, I like to respond sometimes. But for the most part, girl, kiss my. She said, for the most part. She just said if she want to have a little fun, she'll do a little responding. But if she ain't got time for that, she got a new husband on the way, kiss it. Kiss it. Okay, like my people used to say when the sun don't shine, protect your well-being. Yes, Gubs girl. So for one, you do not owe a response to someone who has shown you they don't respect your boundaries. If they already showed you they don't respect your boundaries, being the loud or trying to be as loud, what is that going to do? It's not going to do anything. They're already disrespecting a boundary. There is no respect there. So what is like Gubs girl said, protect your peace, protect your well-being, because they're not going to do that for you. So you want to get in the ring with them and disrespect your peace too? Like, so you want to do as bad to you as they did? They ain't making sense. Gubs girl said protect your well-being, and that's me, Tanya. Welcome, she said. Okay. Explaining yourself keeps the door cracked open. You keep trying to explain to a person who ain't trying. That ain't even what they own. Remember we said they ain't thinking about you. It's the control. So if you ain't going to give me that control, what you said is out the window. What's your name again so I can call it? Because they're not thinking about nothing like that. So if you feel like you need to say a little bit of this or say a little bit of that or defend that or all of that, okay, it's just going to leave the door cracked open. You're never going to close the door. Responding feeds the cycle. It's only going to, remember we talked about A, B, C. It's only going to keep those alphabet going. Like, it's only going to feed the cycle. That's it. Defending yourself gives them energy. You thinking you land a law, you coming back saying this, or I'm about to do this or that. All you're doing is feed the energy. Like, I'm really like, oh my God, you just said something to me. Oh my God, I'm so happy you just said something. Okay. They got him. Okay, let me say that again. Let me see if I can get, that's all it does is feed the energy. That's all it does. So I said, yes, we know, Tanya. And sometimes the strongest boundary is silence. Where sometimes people think that's the weakest. No, it's absolutely the strongest boundary you can have is silence. I kind of said, don't give them the satisfaction of response. Like, yes. So let's talk about when it crosses into stalking type behavior. Let's talk about when the obsession crosses over to stalking behavior. Let me say, bro just said the door is closed and my Diddy Lisa voice. Okay. When it crosses into stalking type behavior, this is what they said, y'all. If y'all are in a situation with someone who is obsessing over you, here is some of the information that they gave to let you know that, ooh, this is turning into stalking. So you'll know, what you need to do. When it crosses into stalking type behavior, stalking isn't always someone showing up at your door. You think of someone being a stalker, like, what are you talking about? I'm not stalking you. I never followed you. I never came to your house. I never came to your job. I'm not stalking you. That's what they would think. So a stalker does not always have to be knocking at your door, having a key to your house. They don't always have to be a stalker, okay? Sometimes it looks like watching you from afar, constantly mentioning you, rewriting the past, like whatever the doggone past was, just keep on talking about it, add a little bit, take it a little bit away, just rewriting the past, like, Jesus Christ, get a new book. Okay, refusing to disengage, no. They refuse to. They can't. For whatever reason. I don't know. Y'all said something about narcissistic behavior. I don't know. I ain't break forever. I don't know a lot about narcissistic behavior. So I can't say, but we talking the words that these folks that gave me, and they said use obsession and stalkers. Refusing to distance themselves and using other people to reach you. Like, using other people to reach you. Okay? Break forever, thanks for coming in. I haven't seen you in a while. And bro just said, checking your socials. Like, why you coming to this Gamma's world? I don't even understand that. Why you going over to my Facebook page? Instagram, child, I ain't been over there not how long. You only gonna get what's already out here on TikTok. Why are you checking my socials? Right? Calling you from different numbers. Oh, like they already know they blocked. They know you might know a brother or sister or a mama or dad or cousin or child's number. So they call you from different numbers. Why? They probably just want to hear your voice. You got your voice on there? They probably want to hear your voice on a voicemail. Something. I kind of said like my brother. Oh, let's see. Gums girl said, wow, weirdos. Everyone said so weird. Break Forever Chris said, hey, I kind of said dad sends messages with my brother. They use other people. They use other people. Stalking is about refusal to let go mentally. The mind cannot fathom the thought that you won't live there. Like, you trying to move out of my mind. I desire to have you there. My thoughts are with you. I desire to have you there. So stalking is about the refusal to let go mentally. Hello, Chris. Big Favor said, that's why peace requires distance, not debate. Just a clear distance. Because can you imagine whatever relationship you had, if that caused that kind of obsession, that kind of stalker type behavior? What do you think if you don't distance yourself and you just want to debate? Remember we talked about the energy you feel? The energy you provide them with, you feed them with? That's all you're going to be doing. You thinking that you getting back with saying something, and all you're doing is making your situation worse. If it's going to take them 10 years to get over you, then now you said something back, it's going to take 20. So you might as well wait out the 5 that it might take. But you might as well get started somewhere. Thank you, Break Forever. You got to catch the replay if you didn't. Break Forever said this is so important. Break Forever, you got to get the replay. You got to read the chat. Wait till they load the comments and read the chat. You think I'm talking about something. And Brody said distance, not debate. Love that. Yes. Hey, LaShonda. Thanks for coming in. How to protect your peace. Now, we want to hear about that. Now, a lot of people that jumped in the chat and let us know how they protect their peace. They own it. They own it. But somebody somewhere, and I even had to read, like, Jesus, Google, how the hell am I going to protect my peace? Jesus. Oh, my God. Okay. How to protect your peace. What do? You don't perform. You don't have to perform. You're not in the circus. You don't have to perform. You don't have to perform. You don't have to explain. You don't have to explain. You don't go back and forth. You document quietly if you need to. Like if it seems like it's kind of like, I don't know, they in your city, they on your block, they in your family, they on your job. Start documenting because it can get crazy. Just start documenting everything, okay? You tighten your boundaries. You don't loosen up and say, well, okay, but maybe, okay, well, now maybe. None of that. You tighten up your boundaries. You live forward and not sideways. Like you don't just rock in the same boat. You go forward, don't look back, forward, okay? Healing doesn't make noise. These folks said healing, like if you're in true healing, it don't make no noise. So while you thought that the back and forth or the ABC, doing all that was going to do something, actual healing makes no noise. No noise. And growth doesn't argue. You know, like a lot of times we'll say, I grown for that, from that. Back in the day, I used to do whatever. Or if you caught me back in the day, this and that. Remember, you hear yourself saying that sometimes? That's because of whatever area in life you've grown, it's no noise there. It's peace. It's quiet. So that's why we end up saying, you should have caught me back then. It was chaotic and loud and boisterous, all those things. Let me see. Okay, Chris said, yes, distance, not debate. Yes, stay away. LaShonda said exactly. And Broder said, people feed off that intense energy, yes, during a debate. And then you may become a physical danger. Yes, y'all, I'm telling y'all, my third husband, he would do something to irritate me, had me going off about it. And if I look over, I'll see him going. And I'd be like, And I had to learn, like, that's really when I learned to get quiet with that husband. I was like, let me be quiet, because, like, literally the more I talk, you act like you literally getting off on it or something. Like, why are you wanting me to be in this state like that? So you feed that energy to those kind of people who are loving every minute of it. You uptight, you angry, you said whatever, and they are smiling, laughing, loving every minute of it. You fed the fire. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. Beautiful Hill said, now sometimes I just like the to remind me who they really are. Oh my God. Let me see. Chris said, wow, this is so good. Chris, don't pay no attention to Tanya. Don't pay no attention to Tanya. Sarah said, driving out listening. Okay, okay. And bro just said, oh, sick. Just sick. 100, Chris said. Beautiful Hill said, I'm healed, not delivered. Like, don't judge me. I said I'm coming out when I come out. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Okay, so they said the best response to obsession is a life well lived. And I was like, man, I paid attention to that when I read it, because I was like, what they mean by that? And I'm still probably pondering on it to see. But they said, and the best response to somebody who is obsessed is a life well lived. So I think they're saying what's going to speak louder is not your words, but since they want to look in on you anyways, they won't leave you alone anyways. You are still in their mind. They can't leave you alone. They're going to watch you from afar. It's to go ahead and live life well lived. That's what it's saying. That probably when it boils down to it, they're not going to want to see that. And afterwards, if they keep calling your name and you're living a life well lived, that they're not going to want that shine on you, because they already want to paint you to be the worst person in the world. So that may get them out for you. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see what y'all saying. Chris laughing. Let me see. Our brother said, yes, it shows you are free mentally. Absolutely. Okay, let me see. And bro just said, and emotionally. Yes, mentally and emotionally, right? So, y'all drop in the comments. What protects your peace most? Silence, blocking, or distance? Would you rather just go silent? Like, what for your peace in you, because people are different. The peace in you, thank y'all for those side hearts. What protects your peace the most? When you just get silent, cut it off, that's it. Or if it's like, it protects my peace if I could just block the person, then my peace feels protected. Or if you can just distance yourself. Like, just put distance. Let me see. LaShonda says silent, all of the above. Chris says she want to silent, block you, and distance herself from you. She want to do all the things. Hey, May. My gamma, I always think you said banana. My bama. Thank you, May. See you in a while. And bro just said silence. May said, hey, Chris. Sereneness. Okay, okay. Hey, May, Chris said. So, if someone keeps speaking on you while you're silent, understand this. This is what they said. Understand this. Some people don't want closure. They want access. They're not looking for, thank you. They're not looking for closure. They just want the access to you. They don't, well, you might think that a phone call might give them the closure. It might not. Maybe so, maybe, but it might not. They want access to you. Some people don't want peace. They want relevance. They want to be relevant in your life. They don't want no peace. It means more to them to be in your life in disruption than the peace it would take to just get you out of their life. They don't want that peace. They may get peace too. If they stop, they ain't gotta be stalking you, obsessing over you. That would give them peace too. They don't want that. They said, I'll take the relevance. I'd rather you be relevant in my life than have that peace in my own life. You know they ain't thinking about y'all. Beautiful Hill, nice meeting you, May said. Yes, I kind of said all of the above. Silence, blocking, and distance. Break Forever says silence. I'm with you, Break Forever. May said, Break Forever, nice meeting you. Yes, and bro just said pathetic. Just pathetic. Just pathetic. Oh, my God. So, Sometimes the most powerful thing, this is what we're closing with, y'all. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is move so far forward that they can't reach you, even with your name. Just move forward. Just move forward. Choose peace, choose distance, and choose yourself. That's all you can do. It's nothing you can do. You can't make nobody be no way, think no way, or nothing. All you can do is control you. May said like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for subscription purposes only, and leave a brief comment after the live stream and short videos. Thank you, May. And John, it says salute to Break Forever. May says share and follow up with the channel and engage with her channel. Thank you, May. Let me see. And Bernie said, how you doing? I think she's talking to May. So, yes, y'all. So, do y'all have any other closing comments? Y'all tell me now. Lexi means she want to be in this camera today, not any other time. Aw, thank you. She love to kiss my nose, y'all. I'll let her kiss my nose. Okay, let me see. You know what? Thank you. John said, Ambrosia, same. Let me see. How about yourself? Chacal said, hey, Lexi. Chacal said, hi, Lexi. Chacal said, hi. Say hi, Lexi. Say hi, Chacal. Say hi, Chacal. Yes. Oh, thanks, Chris, for those emojis for Lexi. So, yes, y'all. That was my topic for today. And tonight, we're going to have the men's room. So all the men who are in here, y'all, I told y'all my chat is 50.3% men now. So we have the men's room tonight. Thank you, blessings. We have the men's room tonight. And the men last week said they want to talk about why women are extra. And I told them I don't know a lot about that. Another great chat. Thank you, Ambrosia. I don't know about that, I told them. But they said they will come and take the mic. Now, the men have been calling in. We had Ray and Darius call in last week. So I did get a Google number for people who want to call in, because 09 is the one that told us that it's too hard for him to try to type in a comment that I need a telephone number. So I told him I'd get a Google number. So I got the Google number. So they used that last week. And they spoke so well. If y'all didn't catch the men's room last week, catch them. The men were speaking facts over there. I was like, y'all better say that thing. So tonight, I'll have it open for them again. If they feel like it's too much for them to type, they'll be able to call in, or anybody will be able to. Another great chat. Thank you, Ambrosia. Great live. Thank you, Chris. That should be a good live. I think so, too. I can't wait to hear what they say. I cannot, what? Ambrosia said, really laugh out loud. What's extra to me? We're going to find out. LaShonda said, what's the number? Hey, I'm going to put it on my community wall, because I don't have that phone. Or I do have, well, I'll have it. Ambrosia, come to the live. I don't know that number because I just got it for that purpose, and so I don't know it. And it's on my other phone that's in my room. I got to see what the number is. I have no idea. Or did I post it? How did they know to call in? Oh, I think I pinned it in the chat that day. I kind of said, we a puppy. You have a puppy named Lexus? Okay. But we call her Lexi. Oh, yeah, this is Lexi Marie. Lexi Marie. R-E-E. Let me see. Ambrosia said, are women allowed to? Yes, it's for it. The panel is for every, I mean, not the panel. The chat is for everyone. The panel, if I had a panel, I'm not doing a panel, that would be for everyone. But Mondays, the men's room is where we highlight the men and we let them take the floor and give their thoughts, opinions, or experiences in whatever situation, so that we can better understand them. So the women are always in the chat and like, but what about this? Or what about, asking questions or whatever, so that we can better understand them. So yes, the women need to come so that we can understand. If they talking tonight about why we extra, I need to know why we extra, so I'm going to be learning some stuff. If y'all want to know why some men may feel like we're extra, then we can learn from them. So, yes. Y'all be up too late for the kids. Hey, yeah. Chris said, what time is it again? 8:30. 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yep. That is 8:30 Central Standard Time tonight. Thanks, Chris. Your purpose of doing, thank you. And Brother said, I'm going to try to catch it. Okay. Chakal said, a panel would be good. So I know it would be good. Y'all got to call on the phone. And I'm so mad because with the Google number, I thought I could even do like a three-way. But apparently you can't do a three-way with a Google number. And I hate that. But, you know, I'm scared of the panels. These people be trying to take pages. They be trying to take pages, so I'm scared to have panels now. I mean, I guess I could do it and do the banner. But because I don't know how to work it that good, it'd be just my luck. Let me see. Okay, cool. I'll be there. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Oh, that's so, I know, Chakal. They be trying. And bro just said, yeah, you have to be careful with those. Yeah, you have to be careful with them. So I don't know. Chakal said, yes, figure out how to do the banner. Chakal said, get to work and learn how to do your banner, girl. And come StreamYard. Okay, Chakal. I'll try to do it. I might do, since Chakal want me to do it, I'll practice with doing a private live with me and her, and then I will have her come up on the private live so I can learn how to work it before I actually come live. So Chakal, I'm probably going to have you to come live with me at around 8 o'clock so I can learn how to do it. Lucy, could you just make your picture the main screen? I think so. I think I can. That way no one else will show. Yeah. I just got to learn the right button. And bro just said, do we know the age group of men speaking? No, because all of the men are welcome. Last week it was men that I think the two that came up, I think were between 40 and 50, I'll say. Chakal said, okay, cool. Okay. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for coming in. I appreciate everybody who came in. Thanks for all of the super chats, the gifts that were sent. 68 people came to show support to the channel and at least like if they weren't able to stay. This will be interesting for sure. Everybody, okay. And then we still have 16 people in here. Y'all, this channel is moving on up. I remember a day where I was like, ooh, 3 people. I got 3 people in the chat today. So now we are normally around 10. Like, this is a little bit more than I normally have. Now we're average about 10, and I'm so happy about it. I'm so happy about it. So I appreciate y'all. Thanks to the moderators that did not allow all that foolishness. I know on the random night chats, I let people talk kind of crazy in the chat. But the moderators who kept all that out of the chat today, I appreciate y'all. Everybody who was green in the screen. Thank you, Chris, for purchasing 5 new members to the channel. I appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure if y'all are subscribers to the channel, y'all consider being a member to the channel. I appreciate that. And thanks for everybody who hung out in the chat and to the end. I appreciate it. And the people who just stopped by, too. This was a pretty long live. This was more than a 2-hour live, so it was a long time. Folks had stuff to do. Mechanic said, be there tonight. Okay, kind of. Brother said, have a great day, everyone. Yes, thanks, Chris, for the emojis. I appreciate y'all. Okay, so I will see y'all later. Thanks for coming, y'all. Thanks.